Hello and welcome viewers. You're watching In Depth with your host Kriti Mishra. The Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajeevika Mission Gramin Act 2025 proposes a major overhaul of Manrega. The new law seeks to create a modern statutory framework aligned with Viksit Bharat 2047 vision. All assets created under the scheme will be consolidated into the Viksit Bharat National Rural Infrastructure Stack, aimed at ensuring a unified and coordinated national approach to rural development. The Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajeevika Mission Gramin or VB-GRAMG Bill 2025 seeks to establish a rural development framework aligned with the national vision of Viksit Bharat at 2047 by providing a statutory guarantee of 125 days of wage employment in every financial year to every rural household whose adult members volunteer to undertake unskilled manual work to promote empowerment, growth, convergence and saturation for a prosperous and resilient rural Bharat. This landmark legislation aims to establish a future-ready, convergence-driven, saturation-oriented rural development architecture. It will support the accelerated pace of rural development in accordance with the vision of Viksit Bharat at 2047, thereby empowering the rural households through increased employment opportunities. The bill also provides for institutionalizing convergence of all relevant schemes through a unified planning process anchored in Viksit Gram Panchayat plans aggregated into Viksit Bharat National Rural Infrastructure Stack. It also provides for robust transparency and accountability mechanisms through technology-enabled architecture and enforcement via legal and administrative provisions. Within 6 months of the Act coming into effect, states are required to formulate schemes aligned with its provisions. The program will be implemented as a centrally sponsored scheme. The financial responsibilities will be shared between the centre and state governments. For northeastern and Himalayan states, the funding sharing ratio will be 90-10, while for other states and UTs with legislatures, it will be 60-40. And for the union territories without a legislature, the centre will cover the total cost. The legislation will enhance the statutory wage employment guarantee to 125 days per rural household in every financial year. All works undertaken under this bill will be aggregated into the Viksit Bharat National Rural Infrastructure Stack, creating a unified national framework for rural public works. The thematic priority will be accorded to water security through water-related works, core rural infrastructure, livelihood-related infrastructure, and special works aimed at mitigating the impact of extreme weather events and disaster preparedness. This approach will ensure the creation of productive, durable, resilient, and transformative rural assets across the country. All works under this bill will be identified through Viksit Gram Panchayat plans, which are bottom-up, convergence-based, and saturation-oriented. These plans will be aggregated at the block, district, and state levels to ensure alignment with broader sectoral priorities, thereby creating a unified, whole-of-government rural development framework. It will be prepared using spatial technology and integrated with PM Gati Shakti to enable coordinated and efficient planning. States will be empowered to notify in advance periods aggregating to 60 days in a financial year during which works under the bill shall not be undertaken in order to facilitate the availability of farm labour during peak sowing and harvesting seasons. Every state government is required to prepare a scheme for giving effect to the guarantee proposed under this bill within 6 months of the commencement of the Act. It will operate as a centrally sponsored scheme with a fund sharing pattern of 90-10 for northeastern and Himalayan states and UTs and 60-40 for all other states. To promote inclusive growth and equitable distribution of financial resources in a fair manner, the bill provides for normative allocation to states based on objective parameters. States will ensure transparent and need-based intra-state distribution of funds across districts and Gram Panchayats, taking into account the category of the panchayats and local developmental needs, thereby strengthening equity, transparency and accountability. The bill also mandates a comprehensive governance ecosystem built on digital public infrastructure, including biometric authentication, spatial technology-enabled planning and monitoring, mobile-based reporting with real-time dashboards, AI-enabled analytics, and strengthen social audit mechanisms, ensuring transparent, efficient, and high-integrity implementation. The Gram Panchayat shall convene weekly disclosure meetings in the Gram Panchayat Bhavans to present the status of works, payments, grievances, progress of the work, muster rolls, etc. In addition, weekly disclosures shall be automatically generated and displayed in a publicly accessible physical and digital formats. Under the bill, the wage rates will be notified by the central government. Until such notification, the existing Manrega wages rates will continue to apply. Bill provides for unemployment allowance if employment is not provided within 15 days at prescribed rates to be paid by the state governments. Over the past 2 decades, rural India has undergone transformative changes marked by saturation-oriented delivery of major government schemes, expanded rural connectivity, housing, drinking water, sanitation and electrification, deeper financial inclusion with improved digital access, diversification of rural workforce, and rising aspirations for better incomes, productive infrastructure, and greater climate resilience. These developments call for a recalibrated approach that can respond to evolving aspirations, leverage technology, and ensure convergence across central, state, and local schemes. To cater to the changing aspirations, stronger convergence is required to establish an integrated, whole-of-government rural development framework covering several complementary government schemes. It is essential that rural infrastructure creation must transition from fragmented provisioning to a coherent and future-oriented approach, and it is also essential that resources are distributed in a fair manner to reduce disparities, promote inclusive growth across all rural areas of the country based on the objective parameters. Speaking in the Lok Sabha, Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan said that Mahatma Gandhi resides in the hearts of the people. He also said that Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyaya's resolve was to prioritize the welfare of the most backward and downtrodden people in the society. He stressed that the government led by Prime Minister Modi is operating several welfare schemes for the poor based on the ideals of Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyaya.
जहाँ काम मिले हाथों को, जहाँ मेहनत की कीमत मिले, स्वयं सहायता समूह के लिए शेड हो, ग्रामीण हाट हो, बाजार शेड हो, ताकि किसान अपनी उपज बेच सके, गोदाम हो, भंडारण शेड हो, फसलें सुरक्षित रहे, डेयरी और दुग्ध संग्रह केंद्र हो, कस्टम हायरिंग सेंटर हो, मत्स्य पोल्ट्री शेड हो, कुटीर उद्योग हो, आदर्श गांव ऐसा जहाँ खेती सुरक्षित, पानी संरक्षित, तालाब भरे हो, वाटर शेड विकास के कार्य हो, चेक डैम हो, हर बूंद का सही उपयोग हो, एक ऐसा गांव जहाँ पेड़ हो, हरियाली हो और आने वाली पीढ़ी का भविष्य माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय सुरक्षित रहे। हम ऐसा गांव बनाना चाहते हैं जहाँ ऊर्जा स्वच्छ हो, तकनीकी सबके काम आए, सोलर लाइट हो, सरकारी भवनों पर रूफटॉप हो, पंचायत भवन में इंटरनेट हो, ब्रॉडबैंड हो, सार्वजनिक वाईफाई पॉइंट हो, सीएससी भवन का उन्नयन हो, महिलाएं सशक्त और आत्मनिर्भर हो और माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय यही आदर्श गांव विकसित भारत की नींव होगा, विकसित भारत की नींव जहाँ सुशासन हो, जहाँ सबका विकास हो, जहाँ संपन्नता हो, जहाँ अंत्योदय का प्रकाश हो, जहाँ हर हाथ को काम मिले, जहाँ मेहनत का मान सुनिश्चित हो, जहाँ हर खेत हरा भरा हो, जहाँ ग्राम स्वराज का मंत्र हो। माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, ऐसे आदर्श गांव का सपना नरेंद्र मोदी जी का है और इस विधेयक में हम उसी सपने को पूरा करने का काम करना चाहते हैं। और इसलिए माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं देश को आपके माध्यम से बताना चाहता हूं, अब इस योजना में हमने जो प्रावधान किया है, कांग्रेस ने तो इस योजना में जो धन की राशि थी वो भी घटाने का पाप किया। ये माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय कहते रहे मनरेगा मनरेगा मनरेगा, लेकिन 40,000 करोड़ से घटा के इन्हें बजट का आवंटन कर दिया 33,000 करोड़। ये हाथी के दांत खाने के और दुखाने के और, मुंह में राम बगल में छुरी लेके घूमते हैं। इन्हें मजदूरों को पर्याप्त रोजगार नहीं दिया। लेकिन माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, ये नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार थी, 1,11,000 करोड़ रुपया तक हमने मनरेगा पर खत्म किए हैं, खर्च किए हैं। 86,000 करोड़ से ज्यादा का प्रावधान इस साल है। और माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, अब हम जो प्रावधान कर रहे हैं उस प्रावधान को भी जान लीजिए। लेकर हम पैसा बचाना चाहते हैं, हम पैसा बचाना नहीं चाहते, हम रोजगार देना चाहते हैं, गांव को विकसित बनाना चाहते हैं। इसलिए इसी साल बजट में प्रस्तावित है 1,51,282 करोड़ रुपया।
In the Rajya Sabha, the minister said the bill is meant to provide abundant employment to every poor person, uphold their dignity and offer additional protection to the differently abled, elderly, women, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. He said that the bill will ensure comprehensive development of villages and work to balance agriculture and labour sectors. He also said that the bill aligns with Gandhi ji's sentiments and it is aimed at establishing Ram Rajya.
हम पंडित दीनदयाल उपाध्याय के अनुयायी हैं। दीनदयाल जी कहते थे, माननीय सभापति महोदय, मानव जीवन का अंतिम लक्ष्य परमात्मा की प्राप्ति, और परमात्मा को तो मैं नहीं जानता कि मंदिर में जाके आप भगवान की आरती पूजन उपासना करोगे तो भगवान प्रसन्न होकर दर्शन देगा कि नहीं देगा। तीज त्योहारों पर व्रत और उपवास रखोगे तो नारायण प्रसन्न होकर दर्शन देगा कि नहीं देगा, मैं नहीं जानता। लेकिन अगर दीनों की सेवा कर ली, दुखियों की सेवा कर ली, अरे अगर गरीबों की आंखों के आंसू पहुंच दिए तो गरीबों की उन आंखों में तुम्हें साक्षात भगवान के दर्शन होंगे, साक्षात नारायण दिखाई देगा। ये दरिद्र की सेवा ही नारायण की पूजा है। और माननीय सभापति महोदय, इसलिए हमारे प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी, जिनको मैं 35 सालों से जानता हूं, उनके 2 आदर्श, एक राष्ट्र प्रथम और दूसरा सेवा, दीनों की सेवा, दुखियों की सेवा, गरीबों की सेवा, दलितों की सेवा, आदिवासियों की सेवा, माता बहन और बेटियों की सेवा, किसानों की सेवा और नौजवानों को साथ। ये मनरेगा की बात कर रहे हैं। माननीय सभापति महोदय, आज से नहीं, अनेकों वर्षों से रोजगार और गांव के विकास की योजना बनती रही है, क्योंकि है अपना हिंदुस्तान कहाँ, वो बसा हमारे गांव में। गांव के विकास के बिना देश का विकास नहीं हो सकता।
The government has said that Manrega, designed for a 2005 rural economy, struggled to keep pace with today's realities. Poverty has fallen sharply, digital penetration has expanded, and livelihoods have diversified. Yet, systemic problems, misappropriation, weak verification, bypassing of attendance systems, and assets not matching expenditure persisted. Official data showed that only a small fraction of households completed 100 days of work in recent years, despite rising allocations. The government has maintained that higher guaranteed days will boost rural incomes and consumption, reduce distress and migration, and strengthen village economies. Well, viewers, that's all we had for you in this edition. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to Sansad TV. Goodbye for now from my side.
संसद टीवी के और भी प्रोग्राम्स देखने के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें हमारा YouTube चैनल और हाँ, इन्हें लाइक और शेयर करना ना भूलें।